Good evening, my fellow GH rowers. Hope y'all are having a good evening. This is our week 2 update on the GH Rowing Challenge. Before we get into our results, I want to again remind y'all that this is a 9-week challenge. There are several people who have told me they're just giving up, and I have told them straight up, do not give up. This is 9 weeks. You will have people drop off. So the more that you decide to give up, the easier it is for the people at the top of the leaderboard to be like, I can take it off and take a break. Okay. So getting to our results currently after week 2, at the top of the men's leaderboard, Calvin is currently sitting at number 1 with a sizable lead of almost 20,000 meters at 101,469. Good job, Calvin. I think that some people today thought that you had snuck into the gym somehow yesterday or some point this weekend to get some extra meters because they were astounded that you were already above 100 when I think they looked at Friday and I think you were somewhere around 80 or something like that. So a developing story is that Eric Salgado has decided to jump in the race at full force. As of last Thursday, he decided he was going to start pounding away at the meters, and now he currently sits in second place. So he sits at second place with 83,142 meters. In third in the men's is Tyron, who has not rowed in a couple days. I think he's having too much fun on the weekends sometimes, but that's none of my business. I don't think he wants to row. So he is currently sitting in third. He needs to get his butt in gear if he's going to keep up with Calvin and Eric, because I think Eric's a man on a mission. Tyron is sitting in third at 80,003. Okay. So on the women's side, we still have a pretty tight race between number 1 and number 2. I have a feeling this number is going to upset the rival. Heather and Courtney were both in the gym this morning along with Mary, but Courtney has managed to edge out Heather at the top of the leaderboard with 71,066, and then Heather has 71,025. Mary is sitting in third at 66,686. So the three of them, it's a 3-horse race on the women's side. There's not many women participating at all. I have a feeling that, well, they're going to go to the wire, I imagine, because I'll see Heather in the gym. Heather never comes in on Sundays, and she was there with Patrick today. So I'm glad. That was awesome to see them. And then Courtney has decided that, who usually doesn't come in on Sundays either, that she is going to be coming in the gym more to do rowing. So that rivalry will play out as we go over the next 9 weeks or so. So I'm going to tell Mary this too. Keep it up. You were doing awesome, and keep up your rowing. You three are currently on the leaderboard, and I have a feeling the leaderboard is going to change continually every week for the next 7 weeks, because we got 7 more weeks to go. I would like to mention a couple other honorable mentions. The developing story with Eric Salgado actually started also with Jake House, because Jake, for whatever reason, decided that he was going to start rowing a whole bunch. I think originally it was because he wanted to beat his dad, Dan House, who was on leaderboard, who was on the board with a significant number of meters, and he decided to start rowing. And so I think Sydney had to help him out a little bit, because Jake has never really rowed at all, period, even though he's like 6'4", and rowing should be really easy for him. He was not doing it very correctly for the first 10,000 meters or so, and I think Sydney helped him out, so good job, Sydney, on coaching. And then I saw him the other day, and I was asking him what the heck he was doing, and he's like, I'm just going to row. So I helped him out with a couple extra pointers and tips, and I think he's got a really good stroke going, and he looks like he's very efficient, and he seems to have some fire up his butt. So we'll see how Jake ends up. Right now, he's kind of sitting at 36,815, which is significantly behind the top 3. However, I think all 36,000 of that was made in 2 days or so, because I think Jake rode 20,000 meters in one stinking day the other day. 10,000 of it was not very good, so I feel like the first 10,000 sucked. And then also I want to mention Steven Johnson. Steven Johnson is still plugging away. He's right now at 50,455, which is about 50 grand or 50,000 behind Calvin. However, Steven is a fighter, and he's very consistent, and I wouldn't put it past him to keep going for the next 7 weeks and get way up there in the meters. So we have week 3 coming up. I'll post another update next Sunday late. I hope that all of you guys are enjoying the rowing challenge. We're rowing much more this week. I promise you that we will not do another rowing challenge after this for a while, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to hate rowing when we're done with this. But think of it this way: your 2,000 meter row that we are going to retest is going to be much better than it was when we first tested it, because we've been rowing so much. So I will see you guys in the gym. Have a good evening, and week 3, here we go.